Okay, we're finally at the end, so let's dig into Silent Hill Dying Inside number 5. We open our story on an Air Force base where 4 women are waving goodbye to a group of pilots in their jets. The narration caption begins, July. It means summer heat and clear blue skies here at Rutgers Air Force Base. August, on the other hand, means a filthy obscenity, and don't even get me started on what September means. And out of the darkness comes... Tim Curry?
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
However, the rolling pin to the head stops him before he can break into a musical number. Dick realizes that Batman's not speaking with his own voice, but a fake one. It's like he's doing some lame-ass Clint Eastwood impersonation. Okay, I don't actually have a problem with Christian Bale's Batman voice, but here you go.
Where were the other drugs going? Do I look like a cop? Where are they? Where are they?
Back to the Air Force Base. The narrator informs us that this is the lab of Dr. Francis Hobble, where Barry and the General are witnessing a demonstration of his work. The sample that they're using is... it's 4 ounces of dog feces. Folks, I don't know what's more disgusting, the sexism or the attempts at humor. The doctor gives them goggles. The goggles, they do nothing! Joke in 5, 4, 3... And the narrator informs us, switches are thrown, and beams of dazzling brilliance lance down onto the sample. I was unaware that dazzling brilliance had been harnessed into an energy form. Barry is shocked to discover that the dog feces have become gold! Barry speculates that it must require lots of power, to which Dr. Hobble affirms. When we operate the device, every light is dimmed by the power drain. What? An alchemy device? Something that alters dog turds into friggin' gold? Something that changes the atomic structure of one completely different item into another? Only drains enough power to dim some lights? Oh, but it gets better, folks. We get a cost breakdown for the machine, that the apparatus itself cost millions, and that converting the sample cost around $65,000. It's not a cost-effective source for gold, of course, but the theoretical ramifications are enormous. Not cost-effective! Once you have the machine, getting the back pay for it is simple once you make gold of equal value! And where does the cost of actually converting the material come from? Is it the power drain? Now, I'm not a scientist, but it seems to me that if you hooked it up to something that produced an awful lot of energy, say a nuclear power plant or a geothermal plant, the power cost would be minimal at best. Now, there is an economics problem of making more gold and thereby flooding the market with it, but a device of this power has other uses. Even if garbage itself is not a big issue in the United States thanks to the fact that landfills are plowed over and converted into methane power plants, wasteful materials like feces, polluted water, or chemical byproducts or other industrial manufacturing could be converted into whatever materials you need at any moment and subsequently sold to anyone who needed them. And what does Barry have to say about such possibilities? No way they'll fund it this year. It's just too theoretical. Too theoretical? They turned dog poop into gold!
We've only just begun to leave.
No, Paul, Tony's serious, and I agree. You've got a really strong pitching arm. You just need to... Holy crap! What the hell's going on with Nolan Ryan's eyes? When did Nolan Ryan get possessed by a demon? Is Youngblood's disease spreading to baseball players now? Anyway, Paul is pumped now about the prospect of becoming a pitcher. Shouldn't this comic be over now? Mr. Miracle walks into his home, and who should be waiting for him but our old pal Darkseid, and his favorite place to be when entering someone else's house, the couch. Okay, it's a comfy chair, not a couch, but still, it's Darkseid sitting in a big, pink, comfy chair. I love how he's even holding a brandy glass and crossing his legs like he's a guest host on Masterpiece Theater. Today on Masterpiece Theater, Darkseid brings you Laurence Olivier in Richard III. Oh, and I should also mention that Mr. Miracle's height-challenged pal Oberon is also with them. I can't really remember what he actually does for him. I don't know, his manager? Whatever. Point is, he's there too. Well, enough about sociology. Let's talk about naked people. A few days later, Mickey gets a phone call from his manager. He's informed that his father has passed away. My father is dead! I should have been there for him! It's just not fair! Oh God! Mickey Mantle is hitting the wall so hard it's shaking the foundation of the universe! It's just like Superboy Prime punching the walls of reality! This isn't a time for that! Who knows what horrible effects it will have on our universe and time and existence itself! Hazard team, form up on me, for I am Ensign Monroe! Woo!
Comic good.
Whew, looks like everything is still the same. Hey man, I just got the new Beatles album and did something change?
Those stupid archaeologists with their degrees and actual scientific research, they know nothing. I, a comic book writer, know more than they do. They are greeted by this not stereotypical at all individual, Peter Howard Shelby, who exudes snootiness from every pore. The pencil-thin mustache doesn't help, but what solidifies it is his speech to all the new staffers, where he talks about managing the resort for 19 years with his wife, and they have hosted several important people, like presidents and prime ministers. Naturally, such an illustrious resort hires random teenagers to do their work.
You will hear about the strict rules under which we work, the first of which is no intimate relations between unmarried members of the service staff. Married ones may proceed to hump each other on the dining room tables to their satisfaction.
Also, I'm pretty sure co-workers having sex with each other in their off time is not a legal reason for firing someone, but whatever. No hanky-panky.
In my 30 years experience in these various forms of hotel management...
Wait, 30 years? And why does he look like he's only 35? Wait, are his ears pointy? Is he an elf? Anyway,
I've learned that intimacy breeds distraction, and distraction breeds incompetence.
Man, Bill Jemas must have been having a lot of sex when he wrote Marvel then.
In other words, please keep your John Thomases safely in your trousers. Do I make myself clear?
That go for the girls too, sir?
Well, yes, actually. Good to see you being so progressive and acknowledging that possibility.
Come to think of it, how the hell did Mr. Miracle not notice that he hasn't seen his wife in 2 days? Was Darkseid sitting there the whole time and Mr. Miracle just came home too tired and kept accidentally thinking Darkseid was Barda and never looking at him when he went to bed? Anyway, Iron Man saves Captain America from drowning and they can't tell where Thor, Hawkeye, and Wasp are. I don't know, it all happens so fast. So many bodies, hard to tell where anyone is. Anyone. Oh my god, that's my liquor distributor down there! No! Superman, in the meanwhile, flies after Sleaze into the sewers. However, since the pipelines are old and made of lead, he can't scan through them with his X-ray vision. My other super senses are still functional. I can track Sleaze by smell if I have to. Oh jeez! Oh man, that was a mistake. Oh, why did I do that in a sewer? Ugh. It's really just some more of the same, only with a different person. Everyone talks about how awesome they are, and in this case, Josh Gibson was an even better hitter than Babe Ruth or Lou Gehrig, apparently. If this is true or not, I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. Let's just skip to the end. Tragically, Josh Gibson died of a stroke when he was only 35 years old. 3 months after his death, the first black player joined the major leagues. Jackie Robinson! Oh god! Jackie Robinson's using his baseball bat to shatter the walls of reality! Who knows what's going to happen now? Whew, everything seems to have settled down again. No changes. Hey there, guys and dolls, this is Javi Fine Voice, and
Let's take it nice and easy.
This is weird.
It's gonna be
Nuts to it. It's not like Linkara's getting my show out any faster. So anyway, Lady Gaga says that it's pretty weird. Just weird enough. Let's find this guy. There's always room for one more in the House of Gaga. You know, I'm pretty sure this is where the comic officially gave up. Ignoring even the bad artwork itself, does Lady Gaga usually walk around with a microphone in her hand as if she's singing, dancing around, and standing in front of a gradient background? I'd almost venture a guess that this was some still image the artist drew, and he just gave up halfway through and they decided to use it anyway to try to give this thing a happy ending. This comic sucks and I don't even know how to properly describe what it is.